the brave son of Africa, the story of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Peace be upon you, dear friends. Whenever we hear the name Africa, the images that often come to mind are of hunger, poverty, tribes, and civil wars. But Africa is far more than what the media shows us. It is not just a land of crisis, it is a land of dreams, a continent overflowing with natural wealth, but deprived of justice. Beneath its soil lies gold, uranium, cobalt, oil, and diamonds, while above, its people suffer without clean water, education, or health care. Why this contradiction? The answer is simple. Western exploitation and neocolonialism, freedom only in name today. Most African nations are officially independent, but their governments, economies, and even natural resources are still controlled by the West. The strategy is clear. 1. Drown the country in debt. 2. Send in foreign troops. 3. Exploit its natural resources. 4. Use puppet governments to keep the people under control. This is exactly what happened and continues to happen in Burkina Faso, a land of wealth and hunger. Burkina Faso is a small West African nation with a population of around 24 million. It is the fourth largest gold-producing country in Africa, and yet it is one of the 10 poorest countries in the world. Each year, 80 tons of gold are extracted from its soil, worth $5.06 billion. But the country holds only 36K of gold in reserve. The rest is taken by France. This is the economic slavery that has bled Africa for generations. But one young man decided that enough is enough. Ibrahim Traoré, the voice of Africa, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, just 37 years old, is now the youngest head of state in the world. But his fame does not lie in his age. It lies in his actions. He joined the military in 2019, became a captain in 2020, and in 2022 led a military coup to take control of the country, not for power, but for liberation. Since then, he has expelled French military forces from Burkina Faso, canceled all gold export licenses to stop illegal extraction, ended one-sided French economic agreements, declared the removal of French colonial currency, strengthened ties with Russia for education, healthcare, and defense, established the country's own gold refinery, a symbol of strength and simplicity. When Captain Traoré visited Russia, he didn't wear a suit or tie. He walked off the plane in his military uniform without luxury or pride, just purpose. The message to the world was loud and clear. We are no longer your slaves. We are standing on our own feet. He formed a strategic alliance with Mali and Niger, two other African countries facing similar challenges. Now these three nations share military cooperation, have visa-free travel among citizens, are working toward joint economic development. Dangerous dreams history tells us that anyone who stands up for Africa ends up silenced. Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Patrice Lumumba of Congo, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, all of them were assassinated for daring to dream of a free Africa. Captain Traoré is walking the same path. He has already survived over 20 assassination attempts. But he remains fearless because he is driven by a mission to free his people. Africa's new hope. Today's African youth are fed up with old politicians clinging to power for decades. They don't want empty democracy. They want real leadership, someone who protects their resources, provides jobs, and restores their dignity. Captain Traoré has become a beacon of hope for millions across Africa. A new dawn begins for the first time in decades. Global institutions like the World Bank and IMF are admitting that poverty is decreasing in Burkina Faso. The people have awakened, and their new leader is not begging the West. He is building an Africa that stands tall. In conclusion, May Allah protect this brave young man, and may he support all oppressed Muslims and people around the world. Ameen.